Righteous retort is not alliteration. It's got to be the sounds, it can be more than one, at the beginning of a stressed syllable. So trying retort is alliteration. Everyone got that? I didn't know I was supposed to come up twice. I think it's time that we went over the rules of poetry, for those of you who may have forgotten some of them. We'll do it as a kind of a countdown. Number 35. People don't read poetry for the same reason you don't read film scripts. 27, the Pistols at Dawn rule. Never compare a poet's work to Furman Getty's unless you're a better shot than Target. We aren't stoned enough for this. That's 26. It's also known as the Big Bong Theory. Oh, this one's crucial, 25. The fact that it's boring doesn't mean it's poetry. 24. This is the Elizabeth Alexander rule, and yes, I am going to go over time here. Poetry's only selling point is that it's cheaper than tear gas. Okay. The Gerard Ian Lewis rule. Triteness is a minor flaw, easily remedied, should nothing else occur to you, by adding a mysterious reference to a goat in the last line. This one's for you, Van. You aren't a poet until the janitor says you are. 20, this one's kind of odd, kind of zen. Writing is to poetry as paper is to stone. 19, don't worry about your voice unless someone's listening. The egoless motto, if you don't think your poetry is competing against the works of others, you're probably right. Don't use cliches, create them. 16, to each their own taste, even those with none. 50, critical one. Audiences don't come to use their imagination, they come to use yours. Yeah. This is without exception. Every modern poem must contain at least one M-dash abuse. Okay. 13, if it doesn't sound like poetry to a lower Slavonian, it probably isn't. 12, critical one, should be number 1. Try to be understood too quickly. 11, line breaks don't make poetry any more than stuttering does. 10, don't emote, evoke. 9, the fact that it's bad writing doesn't make it good poetry. If you can't spell a word, don't use it. The difference between self-expression and communication is poetry. And poetry lies between synonyms. 5, never discuss poetry with anyone who hasn't read Furman Getty. We'll jump ahead to 3. There's a difference between poetry and hebephrenia. Number 2, and I know your curiosity is building here. If you can't be profound, be vague. And 1, particularly apropos here, but oddly not our last one, never say anything in a poem that you wouldn't say in a bar.
Yes.
And this one will be saved for last for an obvious reason. The Joan Houlihan rule. Any poetry reading longer than 20 minutes is a hostage situation.
Yes!